Cardano's ecosystem continues to develop as builders are now releasing V2 versions of different protocols. We've also got some brand new centralized exchange listings, bringing Cardano native assets to the masses. In addition, we've got projects branching out, adding support for Bitcoin and Doge. As a part of today's video, I want to dive into the latest updates when it comes to all the projects building here in Cardano. What's up, Beta Nation? Welcome to Dapp Central, your home for everything blockchain and crypto. I'm your host here, Fareed. As a part of today's video, just like every time, we're going to be diving into the latest updates when it comes to Cardano and all the wonderful projects building here in this thriving ecosystem. First things first, I want to review some updates surrounding the Minswap protocol. Not only have they been listed on MEXC, one of the bigger exchanges when it comes to the centralized space, but they've also gone ahead and kicked off their beta application process for anybody looking to get their hands on V2 of this platform. Second, we've got Nuvola partnering up with the Cornucopias team. I want to talk about Nuvola's model, some of their recent partners, but then also what this potentially means for Cornucopias token holders, as well as NVL or Nuvola token holders. Third, I want to talk about Maestro, which has officially gone multi-chain, being one of the first ever infrastructure providers supporting UTXO to adopt support for Cardano, Bitcoin, as well as Doge. Fourth, we've got updates surrounding DEXHunter. They've just built out a brand new page for anybody who's looking to get onboarded directly into Cardano, and I want to quickly go ahead and give that some well-deserved attention. Last but not least, we've got the Xerberus team launching a brand new website and then getting a huge partnership here with Google when it comes to cloud infrastructure. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, my goal here is to help you find your way around the growing Cardano and blockchain space. If you do enjoy content like this, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. If it's your first time stopping by, consider subscribing for more. And last but not least, if you have any questions, just want to share your opinion, then make sure to leave a comment down below. I am also a single stake pool operator operating the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. If you'd like to support, consider delegating with the stake pool, where you'll not only be earning your traditional ADA rewards, you'll also be earning the Maestro governance token, the Sarah token, and soon to be a third partner pool or a third stake pool connection. So do keep that in mind. One question that I consistently get about this particular portion of my content is when can we claim the tokens? Keep in mind, both of the ISPOs are still ongoing. You can claim your Sarah once that wraps up, and you can also claim your Maestro once that wraps up. For Maestro, there's going to be a manual claim process. For the Sarah tokens, however, they'll be airdropping those to any of the wallets that have delegated to partner pools, for example, like the Dapp Central pool. Now that we've got the introductions out of the way, let's roll into the first topic for today's brief update, which is surrounding the Minswap protocol officially listing on MEXC. So MEXC, I believe, is ranked number 11 or number 10 in terms of the top centralized exchanges, obviously with Coinbase and Binance and Kraken leading the top with number 1, number 2, and number 3 places respectively. Now it states here, the Min/USDT trading pairs will officially be going live today on May 28th at 10:30 UTC. So this should now officially be live. Now there is also a bonus, which is going to be in partnership with MEXC themselves. And if you vote with your MX points, right, there's a potential that you can win up to a $50,000 pool of a USDC giveaway. So do keep that in mind. Moving over, there is some more information here on the official MEXC website. Again, for the sake of time, I'm not going to really dive into that, but I do want to also highlight a giveaway being done by the Minswap team themselves. So in celebration of their MEXC listing, they're going to be giving away a total of 20,000 of the Min tokens to 5 separate winners. Now there's 3 separate steps or 3 easy steps that you need to do in order to be eligible. Number 1 is to make sure you're following the Minswap account on Twitter. Number 2, make sure to go ahead and like and retweet this particular post. And then number 3 is to go ahead and actually tag 3 friends as a part of that post here as well. So pretty simple. I'll probably go ahead and enter myself. Obviously, fingers crossed, but that'll be split amongst 5 different winners. Next, and last for Minswap, we've got the beta testing program, which is going to be kicking off. I just mentioned the fact that V2 is literally right around the corner. They've had their initial audit with a follow-up audit currently in the process. We've seen Medium articles breaking down all the brand new types of features, trades, and liquidity pool fees, and just all the customization that we'll be able to have once V2 comes online. In preparation of that, beginning June 3rd, we're going to have the ability to actually test the V2 version of the platform. Now, this is going to be only available to beta testers. So I'm actually going to be signing up here following this particular video, but it's a pretty simple form here where you can provide your email address, Twitter username, Discord username, tell us a little bit or tell the Minswap team a little bit about your experience, and then any additional social media links that you may have. So I'll leave the link to that down below if you do want to go ahead and jump in there. In terms of just a broader update surrounding the timeline for V2, again, the beta testnet starts on June 3rd. It ends on June 20th, followed by the bug bounty beginning on June 1st, ending on June 30th. And then we have the public testnet kicking off in the middle of June or June 14th, with the official mainnet launch taking place shortly after all of the bugs and potential findings with the bug bounty program have been addressed. That will wrap it up there for updates surrounding the Minswap protocol. Next, we've got updates surrounding the Nuvola Digital protocol. I've had Raul de Benedettis here on the channel to talk about their initial token sale and what they actually are. If you're not familiar with them, they're a DePIN aggregator. And so far, they've already partnered up with Iagon, providing over 400 terabytes of storage. They've also picked up a couple of the OrcFax validator nodes in order to receive the FACT token and distribute that back over to their NVL token holders. And then they've also gone ahead and partnered up with the Minutes Network, an offshoot from the World Mobile team, where we saw Mickey Watkins' brother handing off to go do his own thing with the Minutes protocol. Now we've got their fourth partnership with a pretty prominent project that I've covered here numerous times. I'm actually going to be hanging out with the Cornucopias team over the course of the next couple of days in consensus, but we have Nuvola Digital adding Cornucopias nodes to their portfolio. It reads here, we're excited to announce our partnership with Cornucopias Game and our entrance into the decentralized gaming industry. NVL holders will now also be able to earn Kopi. So not only are you earning the Iagon token, you're also earning Cornucopias, you'll be earning FACT, and you'll potentially also be earning the Minutes Network token. So as more partnerships come abroad, the NVL token is going to continue to look more and more appealing. And this is one of the things that sort of surprised me about their model, which I'm surprised wasn't implemented a lot sooner. So very innovative, obviously here in the Cardano ecosystem. And they've also mentioned that they do plan on branching out into other ecosystems as well, providing revenue back over to NVL token holders. So they are going to be blockchain agnostic if you're interested in finding out more about Nuvola. Now, while we're talking about the Cornucopias team here, which has partnered up with Nuvola, we do have an airdrop taking place for Consensus 2024. Again, keep in mind that not only is Nuvola going to be blockchain agnostic, Cornucopias will be as well. So Cornucopias initially launched here in the Cardano ecosystem with the sales of their NFT vehicles like the Bubble Jet and the Javelin. We've also seen them selling their land NFTs and then most recently their node NFTs. But we're also going to see them branching out into Base. They've already branched out into BNB as well as Ethereum. So do keep that in mind. Now at Consensus, there's going to be a big bag of Kopi, as it states here, for a giveaway to attendees that come and visit their booth, and they'll be located at booth number 810. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I'm looking forward to hanging out with Rob and Josh. Again, we actually have them pulling up not too long ago in Austin, getting a guys' night, playing some arcade style games here. I'm probably going to see if I can get some time to challenge both of them. I've got some pretty nasty wrist work there when it comes to the basketball scene. So again, really looking forward to this. If you're going to be out there, make sure to let me know. I'm going to be meeting up with a couple of the Cardano based teams here. One last thing I want to quickly highlight when it comes to Nuvola is, let me see here, just a bigger picture here of what they're working on. So there we go at the left-hand side. They're now tapped into storage and compute with Iagon. They've also tapped into OrcFax, again, with 1 million of the FACT tokens acquired. When it comes to Minutes, they've acquired over 800,000 of those tokens, and they're still working on finalizing the details with the Cornucopias partnership. So I'm going to be keeping an eye out to see exactly how many nodes they pick up. But it's really cool to see that they're getting involved in all sorts of the different types of sectors where nodes can be used to operate different networks. That'll wrap it up there for updates surrounding Nuvola. Next, we've got Maestro on the board. So Maestro was recently teasing the fact that they were going to be going multi-chain, and we didn't actually know what chains they were going to be launching on. Now, that was about 2 to 3 weeks ago. We've officially got some news that they are now going to be supporting not only Cardano, which is sort of their home base, but now expanding over to Bitcoin and Dogecoin. Keep in mind, both of these networks here are UTXO based networks. So completely different than what Ethereum uses, which is an account-based model. And so it makes sense, again, because their infrastructure was already built for Cardano. They're able to quickly pivot and leverage that in other ecosystems. So we've got Marvin here, their CEO and founder, stating, "We are basically the first multi-chain infrastructure provider specialized for UTXO-based DeFi. Get early access to the beta." Now it states you that they're currently under the beta phase. So this is not yet live, I think, in terms of mainnet. But I'm interested in the fact that they are spreading out their wings and that they are providing more services. Now, this is one of the projects that doesn't have a native token, so do keep that in mind. There is no way to basically invest in a platform like Maestro. Maybe that comes along in the future, but as it stands right now, no additional token for the actual platform. But congrats to Marvin, Vardo, and Bardo, who I've all met at different events. And speaking of meeting them at different events, they will also be attending the Consensus 2024 event. So again, really showcasing how big of an ecosystem-wide event this is for builders looking to branch out. Now, that said, they've also mentioned in prior posts that they will be making some pretty big announcements, right? So I'm not sure what's going to top their integration with Bitcoin and Dogecoin, but it does sound like they'll be making some pretty big waves there. And of course, I'm going to try to sit down with both of the team members that will be there representing the Maestro platform to get a better idea, but then also ask them some of the tough questions that might be needed surrounding their recent announcements and then whatever they plan on announcing during Consensus 2024. Last but not least, we do have Emergo officially stepping in and adding additional funding towards Maestro. So it states here, Emergo is excited to announce additional funding for Go Maestro. This investment fuels their mission of simplifying Web3 development with cutting-edge blockchain developer tools and powerful APIs. By supporting Maestro, Emergo is extending its commitment to accelerating the growth and innovation of Cardano's Web3 ecosystem. Now, they've got a full dedicated article breaking that down, but again, this is really reassuring to see one of the biggest infrastructure protocols here in the ecosystem. I think the only other sort of competitor or project that does something similar is TX Pipe. So a lot of people finally waking up, creating or using the Maestro platform, which is subscription based. And then also keep in mind that not only are they providing a lot of these tools and APIs, but they've also got an ISPO marketplace. So if you want to find out more about the hottest ISPOs right now in Cardano, you can jump over to their platform and you can actually browse everything that's currently ongoing. And then on top of that, they've got a smart contract marketplace, which allows for you to basically reuse and deploy existing smart contracts that have been audited that other teams have already deployed. So for example, Minswap has a set of smart contracts or open source smart contracts that are available for use through Maestro. So does Indigo. We've got Sarah, just to name a few. So again, Maestro is really providing the whole wheelhouse here for anybody who's looking to create a project without necessarily having to manage a lot of the backend infrastructure. That'll do it for that particular update. As always, if you guys do enjoy updates like these, I would appreciate you if you could smash that thumbs up. It really does make a difference here in terms of spreading this content out to more people within and outside of the Cardano ecosystem. Again, consider subscribing as well as consider delegating with the official Dapp Central Stake pool in order to earn that ADA, Matera, and Sarah. Next, we've got a brief update surrounding the DEXHunter protocol. Shout out to nmelon and the rest of the team here who've put together a really awesome website aiming to simplify the onboarding process for anybody who hasn't come in contact with Cardano ADA before. So it allows for them to basically understand, number one, what ADA is. Number two, get a wallet and get connected. Number three, purchase ADA. And then number four, either begin swapping or interacting directly with different DeFi and NFT protocols. So I'm going to head over to the official platform here, which is available at welcome.dexhunter.io. As you'll notice here, this is just the welcome page. I can click on get started. I'm bumped all the way down here where I've got a list of some of the biggest wallets, which include Vesper, Eternal Begin, Nami, Exodus. Once you download, you can connect your wallet and then you're prompted to purchase some ADA. So you can either go with a card, which uses MoonPay, which is a third-party provider, but then you can also go with a centralized exchange option, right? So you've got Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, or OKC, which are all centralized exchanges. And then you can get more information surrounding how to purchase ADA and withdraw on those particular platforms by opening either one of the guides that are available here. Again, we've got some pretty simple steps here showing the process for anybody who's new to the space. And then from there, you can go ahead and quickly go ahead and actually make a swap. Of course, using the DEXHunter tooling here in order to familiarize or get exposure to more Cardano native tokens. Towards the very bottom, if you want to take it a step further, you can explore their different partners. So here we've got different DeFi protocols, including Butane, Flack, Fluid, and NuFi and Matera. We've got ecosystem platforms, for example, like Snack, Friend, and Rush Labs and Maestro. We've got NFT projects here, JPEG.store and Maker, different wallets, and then any additional tools that you might need. So pretty cool to see this coming directly from the DEXHunter team, which obviously has grown to be more than just an aggregator. Now they're doing airdrops. They're also allowing or facilitating different partnerships, and then now also even doing introductory or educational content to onboard more people into the crypto space. Next, we've got the fact that if you want to advertise directly on the DEXHunter platform, they do offer paid advertising. So very similar to what you see on platforms like Tap Tools, where there's a banner somewhere on the page promoting a particular type of protocol. That said, they've now received over 1 million views in terms of their advertisements, right? So they're now also getting over 100,000 monthly visitors, 1 million plus monthly views. And a lot of this is DeFi focused. So if you do run a project and you're looking for a little bit of exposure, obviously keep in mind that you probably have to pay for the service, but this is an opportunity to get in front of more people and in front of more eyeballs. Last but not least, as a part of today's video, I want to dive into a brief update surrounding the Xerberus protocol. So first and foremost, the team has gone through a brand or a website rebrand, I should say. So if you head over to Xerberus.io, you can enjoy the brand new layout and the simple interface that they've now sort of gone with, right? So pretty cool to see that they are continuing to improve. And keep in mind also here that they also have an NFT collection, right? So if you want to get access to the entire Xerberus risk rating protocol, you can pick up one of these Xercher NFTs. And then moving forward, I believe they're going to be focusing and tackling their own L1, as well as allowing for node operators to operate very similar to how Cardano stake pool operators do, but in terms of validating or verifying some of their risk metrics. Last but not least, we've got the team officially joining the Google Startup Program, in which this is going to grant them $200,000 of server credits. So a protocol and a platform like Xerberus relies on a lot of cloud computing power, and $200,000 worth can definitely go a long way. So to see them being inducted into something like this is obviously awesome. It's really positive news. And I would love to see other protocols, for example, even like Maestro, being incorporated into something like this as well. So shout out and congrats to Simon and Noah and the rest of the Xerberus team, not only for the website update, but also for the approval or the joining of the Google Startup Program. That will wrap it up here for today's video. Again, I hope you guys found this to be helpful. If you did, please make sure to smash that thumbs up. If you appreciate content like this and want more of it, consider subscribing to Dapp Central. If you have any questions or comments or just want to leave your opinion down below, make sure to go ahead and use that comment box there. That said, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.